edTPA. Today we are beginning our Task 1 series. And this is Task 1 Part
A?
Yes, Part A.
Part A.
Part A is your context for learning. So, we are going to have out our handy dandy context for learning template. You should all have yours as well so that you can follow along. And here we go.
All right.
The beginning of the document starts about the school where you are teaching. Question number 1 specifically states, in what type of school do you teach?
Easy question. What school? Middle school? Elementary school? High school? K through 12?
Let us know and just hit an easy X right beside it. I was at a middle school and an a middle school and a high school.
I was K through 12.
So, just put that X. Question number 2 is, where is the school where you are teaching located? So it gives you the options of rural, town, city, or suburb. To be specific, because some of us had to Google it, I'm not even gonna lie, we did, totally. Rural is referring to a place where you see like cow pastures and animals. A town is smaller than a city, but usually a place where people work and live.
A suburb is near a city, but it's more residential. And a city, think New York, Dubai, Sydney, London, LA, Tokyo, etc.
So, when you're driving to your school, look around, what do you see? And then easily check off that box. Question number 3 is stating, list any special features of your classroom setting. So is it magnet? Is it co-teaching? Is it
Charter.
bilingual? Do you have a classroom aid? Anything that will basically affect your teaching. Question number 4 is, describe any facilities considerations that might impact your instruction.
This is your space. Is your classroom in a hallway, a smaller classroom, bigger classroom? You have a whiteboard. Do you have enough seats for your students, etc.?
They want you to be as specific as possible. So if there's a loud heater in the back of your classroom that might make it hard for the person watching your video to hear you, state that so that they know, okay, in this video I have to listen extra hard, or there may or may not be subtitles so that I can understand them better. If there are windows, no windows. If it's a dance classroom, does it have a dance floor? Does it have a mirror? Are there posters on the wall? How many lights? Are the lights dim? Is it dark?
Is it cold in your classroom?
Is it light?
Let there be light.
Question number 5. Describe any district, school, or cooperating teacher requirements or expectations that might affect your planning or delivery of instruction.
Important.
I had a requirement to incorporate literacy in all of my lessons. It didn't matter if it was a movement activity, I still had to, in some shape, way, or form, incorporate literacy. Also, mid-semester, the students received iPads. So, of course, they wanted us to then incorporate those iPads into our lesson plans. So, those type of things. Is it your teacher who wants you to do this? Is it the principal who wants you to do this? Is it the school board? Or is it the district? Simple, easy peasy. The next section is titled, About the Class Featured in this Learning Segment. Question number 1. How much time is devoted each day to performing arts instruction in your classroom?
How long is your class? How long does it take for your class to get ready? Is your instruction impeded by anything at any time? Like having your students leave to go to a separate class.
Or lunch.
Or lunch 15 minutes early. Think about those things and let the grader know so that they can understand your situation. Let's try this again.
Alright, we just had to do hair
stuff. Identify any textbook or instructional program you primarily use for instruction. If a textbook, please provide the title, publisher, and date of publication.
All it's referring to here is that if you have a textbook that you primarily use in your classroom that you know the title of, really quickly if they say, hey, do you use that? You can easily go, yeah, it's right back there. It's basically, like if you're in social studies, you have your history book. Science, you have your science book. Dancers or music theater students, they may have specialized books for their discipline. Basically, if you use it pretty much majority of the time, state that book.
Number 3, list other resources used for instruction in your class.
So, for example, do you have a whiteboard? Do you use a smartboard? Do you have a Promethean board? These are just resources that you have in your classroom that are etc. You don't need to use them, but you can because you have them.
Number 1, grade level composition.
All you're doing here is basically saying, I have so and so many of each grade level in one specific class. So I have like 5 seniors, 2 juniors, 1 freshman, 3 sophomores. You can either get this from your mentor teacher or from the roster, or you can ask your students as a way to open up dialogue.
Number 2, number of male to female students and how many students are in your class.
Total number of students, how many males, how many females. Number 3 has a chart that they want you to break down. It looks similar to this one. Basically, the chart summarizes the students in your class with IEPs, 504, special learning needs, or other learning needs. And all you're going to do is fill out in the first column how many students have IEPs, 504s, language needs, or other learning needs. In the second column, how many students? And in the third column, what supports you're going to give them. When we say supports, we're meaning, do they need extra time for an activity? Do you have to give them a different activity?
This can be as small or as big as needed. Just provide this for your graders so they can understand your classroom better.
And that finishes Task 1, Part A.
Context for learning.
So make sure you turn those post notifications on,
Ring the bell.
and make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Bye!
So tall today.
I'm sitting up straight.
Get it.
I'm trying not to give myself rolls.
Me too, girl. The shoe. Okay, here we go. You want me to take that away?
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome to Conquering edTPA. What?